All right, everybody, welcome on in to this Go Mode podcast presentation of the 2019 Link to the Past Randomized Challenge Cup. This is a winner's final in Group O between AdirondackRick and he's not a chicken boy, he's a Arusta. I wanted
Nailed
to do the
it.
foghorn. Yeah, I almost did the foghorn like horn voice and decided against it at the last second. My name is Westside Vandal. With me is Jinxie Girl on commentary.
Hello.
All right, got a fail fish from the restreamer. Yes. All right, starting off strong. And a clap up from the tracker. All right, we're being restreamed by Math Girl, and our tracker is Kippy00. This should be good.
I'm always a fan of watching Rick race, so I am hoping for a really good one, a nice troll seed, possibly.
Yeah, well, it's not a Math Girl seed, and it's not a me seed, so hopefully, it's a good, clean, fun seed. Although Arusta did comment that his luck had to run out eventually.
That's not good.
So, all right. So, as you can see by the lovely icons that have been thrown up on stream, that must be new since the last time I commentated. The mutation for this game 2 of this series, which Rick leads 1-0. Arusta has decided to make it an MC Shuffle seed, where the big map and the compass are no longer in the dungeon they are attached to. It's kind of like a Key Sanity Light. So basically, that adds 2 items to all dungeon pools, with the exception of Hyrule Castle, which has 1 more item because Hyrule Castle does not have a compass. And we are underway. Arusta? There we go. Oh god, palette shuffle. Big 20 to start off in like 1,000.
I really like the map and compass shuffle. I think it really adds a lot more to the game. I like Key Sanity with it, but beggars can't be choosers, so I'm pretty happy with just the map and compass shuffle.
Alright. So it looks like Arusta is going to use the sign to set up the tier 1 bomb pole, and Rick is going to farm bombs south of the shovel spot. Our tier 1 is just small magic refill, so nothing too interesting there. Our uncle, just 20 bucks in his pocket, okay. And 3 bombs.
Not
Arusta.
the best start you want to see there early on. What do we got over here on the race game? More bombs. Gotta get something soon. Oh, there's our small key to the back of Hyrule in the Sanctuary.
And on the library ledge is a piece of heart, so we won't be seeing that come into play. And Rick gonna go ahead and check out Kakariko Village. You don't usually see this route too often anymore, I feel.
This is my typical route with cross keys, but not so much with just a open seed.
All right, our bush crab is giving us bombs. Nice. No lumberjack check from Arusta. 20 rupees in Grandma's hut.
Come on, we gotta give our trackers something to mark here, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a compass, which Arusta is gonna grab. Compass for Turtle Rock.
I actually don't mind the compasses. Like, I probably would have went and grabbed that early on, just so you don't really have to worry about counting items when you're
and there's a map for Skull Woods.
Woods. That's good information.
Indeed it is. Rick just kind of farming bombs here.
Yeah, that's another thing with the map and compass shuffle. A map check is not going to give us any information unless we have picked up that map for that specific dungeon. So the more maps we see, the more knowledge we're going to have.
Or if we talk to Sarasala for the green pendant location and the big bomb vendor for the 5 and 6 crystals.
Correct.
All right. So our runner's just about ready to high five here, as Rick is doing the Kakariko Well and Arusta is doing Blind's Basement.
Can we please get an item?
There's a map of Gan's Tower, and there's the hook shot. There's that item. There's the boots.
Wow. Okay, there's some stuff.
And there's the Swamp Palace map. So, yeah, kind of got your wish there for a hot minute.
That doesn't suck at all.
And just a little piece of love behind the waterfall. And incoming high five. Yeah. All right. So that hook shot doesn't open up too much yet logically. If we find either a light source or the fluid, it'll open up Light Side Death Mountain.
Yeah, this is a very interesting start so far.
There's that very, very useful Gan's Tower map. And the not so useful bombs from the Bottle Winder.
Just gonna have a repeat here of some really terrible checks. I mean, not terrible, but I mean, for us, having the knowledge, we know they're terrible.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting, actually, because usually Kakariko has a little bit more in it. Like, it's not usually as big a bust as we've seen. I mean, yes, hookshot and boots are great, but there's usually, another item or two at the very least. Instead of just a bunch of rupees and, well, I suppose the maps work.
Yeah, I mean, knowledge is power, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So Rick using that hook shot to great effect to save a little bit of time, making his way down to the dam. And we'll probably see, yep, the hook shot trick to...
Wow, flute.
Interesting. So that's going to be our Light World Dark Mountain access.
Early flute like that always makes me nervous that it's going to be a while before I find the mitts and or the lantern, which most of the time that lamp ends up being your only fire source for a while. So it does kind of hold you up on what you can finish.
All right. Mini Moldarm check incoming. Looks like Arusta is going to be making his way down to do some of these checks that Rick is as well. Left side of Mini Moldarm Cave. Full magic drop, useful. Left side of Mini Moldarm Cave was giving Rick some fits there.
Oh, I thought for a second he was going to forget to talk to the generous guy. There's our flippers.
And flippers. Well, I suppose with the flute, you can just flute to 8 for Ice Rod Cave, so that's fine. I was just like, wait, what are you doing?
Could get the bonk rocks, and Rick hasn't checked that sink chest yet, so.
Correct, yeah.
Good knowledge.
Yep. Route a couple of checks in, activate that flute. We're fine.
Plus, those super early boots always kind of put the AGA 1 play into my head anytime I get those, like, super early.
Alright, another compass for Palace of Darkness. Alright. One of the mini boulder orbs got stuck for a second there.
That's always fun, especially when you have to kill them with bombs.
Yeah. All right. So as mentioned in the opening, this is a well. First, let's all rise for the national anthem of Hyrule. And at 8 minutes and 20 seconds, the goose is in fact loose, the duck is amuck, and whatever rhyming phrase you think would fit here.
$300, which I'm sure Arusta would like to have now, doing those flipper checks.
And Rick gonna just take the well. He's gonna do the Dark Old Man rescue. And then I would assume do the Light World Death Mountain checks.
Not a terrible check. I might not quite go there that early without the mirror or the hammer, since I couldn't get to Hera, but I mean, to each their own. He's already won a race, so go for it, Rick.
Yep. Math Girl, our researcher pointing out, we do have 5 items available in Eastern because of the MC Shuffle modifier. One of those is locked behind a dark room, but as we've just seen from Rick, I highly doubt that's going to be a problem. That's the shovel from the old man.
Interesting.
Are we going to see a hook speed here? Yep. One of the easier glitches to activate in the game once you know what you're doing.
Well, just a heart piece up on top of Spectacle Rock. Let's see what we have in the cave. Just 20 bucks. So heart pieces and $20 is pretty much all we have so far in the game.
Yeah. All right. And down we go. And Arusta activating his flute as well.
Gonna have some super quick checks here down in Paradox Cave.
Indeed we are. So to go back to the thought I was trying to complete before I realized Rick was activating his flute, this is the second game in the winner's final, best of 3, as all group matches in the Challenge Cup are. This is Group O. Rick leads 1-0. Both Arusta and Rick. There's the Fire Rod and another map.
Nice.
For Desert Palace. So we now have our first bit of visible information if Rick checks his map. Both Rick and Arusta shut out their opponents in the first round. The winner of this series goes on to the bracket stages. The loser goes to a tiebreaker versus, I have it written down here, one moment, Shield in Paradox Cave versus Zero Nix. Or the winner of Zero Nix versus Kerrigal, and Zero Nix currently leads that series 1-0 as well.
I mean, I think if Fire Rod is all I get off of this Death Mountain dip, I would be happy. I feel like that's a pretty nice item to have.
Indeed. All right. Grab the ferry. See what's on Floating Island. Just $100. Rick's checking Spiral Cave with both boots and hookshot. The God Spiral Cave.
Waterfall Fairy with our first bottle.
Nice. Puts the sick kid in logic.
Still have nothing for our Dark World entrance. Or, I can't
Ice
speak.
Palace map. I get, yeah,
No,
Dark Palace, Dark World access.
Yep, there you go.
On the
Thank
Zora
you.
ledge. But we do not have rupees. In fact, neither of our runners, both of our runners' combined rupee count does not add up to 500. So it might be a bit before we see any sort of Zora check.
Although the game logic doesn't take into account the money, so there could be progression on Zora. We just can't get to it because we're broke. There's our ice rod off the
Ice
stick.
Rod on Sick Kid. So, incoming Turtle Rock pendant. Because that was far too easy of an Ice Rod.
Pretty sure that's the second time I saw the ice rod on Sick Kid today.
Alright. So, some repeat checks here. Rick checking Uncle, and Arusta looks like he's just going to be doing the Death Mountain checks here. Provided he doesn't get lost trying to find the old man in the dark.
Wondering if Rick is going to do a bomb start here for escape. Does have that fire rod too, though.
Yeah, fire rod, full magic bar, and bombs fall back on. So, not a bad option.
Yeah, no, I like this play because with that fire rod, it's going to be a little easier to get to the back of escape, so you don't have to worry about waiting for that glove. Of course, we could just pull out a glove right here and escape.
Yep. I do believe Arusta might have gotten himself lost here. I have not seen a screen transition from him yet.
That is not a good place to get stuck in either.
20 rupees in escape so far. Oh, nope, he did
Nope,
get
he's
through.
good.
Okay.
Gonna grab his shovel.
And a heal. And probably, again, just repeat the checks we've seen from Rick. Book speed on the bottom ladder. Nicely done.
I'm not gonna worry about the upstairs just yet, but we know there's
Blue
nothing
mail
really good there.
on Rick's side. Effectively doubling your health pool. Not a bad pull.
Especially on 4 hearts.
Yep. So that is 2 items so far, I believe, in escape.
That is, and we already have our key.
So there are 4 items left in Hyrule Castle because the big map has been shuffled out into the world. Or actually, no, it would be 5 because there's 6 to start in escape.
Yep, not gonna go to the back yet though.
Interesting play. Or maybe he is and didn't want to. Nope. Okay. I was thinking maybe he didn't want to lose 3 full hearts on blue mail.
Yeah, maybe. I think though with the current logic that the back of escape is in logic with the fire rod.
Yeah, it would be, yes, because of the changes to V31 that put rooms that have torches in logic if you have the fire rod. Because in previous versions of the logic, dark rooms were locked behind the lamp, period. But in V31, they made the change that rooms that have torches in them that can be lit with the fire rod are within logic if you get the fire rod. So it's opened up a few things. All right.
We have some overchecks by our runners here as each follows in each other's footsteps. Wonder where they're gonna go next. They don't really have much of a choice. It's either gonna be Eastern or Agina. So I'm assuming we're gonna see some Sahashala and some Eastern Palace checks here.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have to be the slam dunk next play for both of our runners because that's 3 items in the back of Saha's closet and 4 or 5 in escape. Or Eastern, excuse me. Because at this point, we're still 3 items from either either option for Dark World access being in logic. Because we need lamp and 2 swords, or lamp, 1 sword, and cape for Aga to be in logic. And for Dark World, we need 2 gloves in the Moon Pearl, or 1 glove, the hammer in the Moon Pearl. So Yeah, the obvious play here for me would be Eastern Palace if you're not going to fully commit to all of Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like there's so many more checks there than banking on Agina having the progression. Of course, it could come down to Zora having progression, and we just need the money for it.
Which would be incredibly painful to watch because we don't really have an effective way to farm rupees that I've seen. Unless the stun pack is like a big 20. I don't think we've seen the stun pack yet.
That would take so long. We do still have that shovel as well that neither of our runners have checked yet.
That is a good point.
Although that's still out of logic.
That is also a good point. Stun pack is one single green rupee. Ugh. Alright, I think this is the Eastern play coming from Rick. Yep. Isn't there a way to Houlihan without the gloves, just the boots? Maybe. Math Girl confirming that there is. Green Pendant is in Misery Mire today.
Gross.
10 rupees. Or 10 arrows, 20 rupees, and the Moon Pearl.
There's one of our three.
And I believe Arusta is going to, fully committing to the back of Escape. Takes a Death Warp.
I appreciate this play because I am always excited for new checks.
I will say, though, a little bit low on magic, so unless he has some of the rooms memorized, he might have some issues here. Yep. Rick tried to do the spin strats and get past the statues there. Didn't quite get it. Took a bit of damage for his trouble. Nope. Arusta didn't have the audio on, so I don't know if he got an item or not, or just got fed up. Now, Arusta gonna go check Spectacle, I believe. There's the hammer in Eastern for Rick.
Guess it would help if I push the talk button, yeah?
Probably. So now, all of a sudden, Rick just needs one more item for Dark World access. That would be one heck of a jet seat if we had Go Mode at 21 minutes and 38 seconds.
That would be pretty awesome.
And there's a second item, a little piece of love that coincidentally gives Rick a full health refill nicely. Go Mode Part 1 Dark World access. I mean, correct. 20 rupees. And we are, of course, going to see the Dark Room from Rick. Rusta not too far behind, grabbing the Moon Pearl out of Saha's Closet of Junk. And gotta go fast.
So essentially, we're either going to have progression on Agina or Zora. It's going to have to be, one of them has to have our gloves.
Or it could be right here. Or, well, this is locked, but...
Yeah, it's locked behind the dark room.
Yep, so nothing there.
Oh yeah, we can get to Hera now.
Yeah, we can get to Hera now, yes. Yeah, I saw that
Interesting.
I saw him point that earlier, and I think we were in the middle of another discussion, and I just kind of filed it away, and we never got to it before it came back up.
My internet is being a tad sketchy, so I'm dropping frames as I'm trying to watch, but I'm trying.
It's all right. Mine's doing all right so far, so I will attempt to keep on top of things. Rick is going to make the Hera play here. No mirror, so we have to take the long way around, unfortunately. So Tower of Hera doubles its item count in MC Shuffle mode from 2 to 4. So this is a pretty good value play in this mode. I would say.
No, Restream is not having difficulties. It is 100% me.
Yeah.
They were supposed to come out and fix my lines last week, and I don't believe they did. But I definitely see Rick is heading more towards item density here. Every decision he's made
Rick,
has led more towards where he's going to find.
AdirondackRick.
I don't know what that was.
That's I don't know. Anyway, there's our first gloves in the Tower of Hera sub basement there. We also had the map check from Rick identifying Desert Palace as one of our crystals.
Everything.
Oh, our restreamer informing us it sounds like there might be some audio coming through Rick's stream.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, we definitely have our Dark World access here. That big key over there in that chest. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yep.
Weird sound, but I'm gonna see a Herapod here from AdirondackRick.
Nicely done. First time I've actually seen that in a tournament race that I've restreamed. Well done.
It's very fun, especially when people don't know what it is. They're kind of like, "What's happening?" Then their mind is blown.
Alrighty. So unfortunately, neither of our runners has clean audio, so we'll be listening to some nice remixes of Zelda music, courtesy of Zelda Girl, Math Girl.
I mean, she could be Zelda Girl. She does a lot of Zelda stuff. I think it's okay.
Yeah, true. All right. So just the small key in the chest that that was almost Moldorm taking no prisoners there. That was
clutch.
Immediate bounce into the middle hole there. Rick takes revenge by just 3 quick hammer bonks there. Desert Ledge, 10 arrows.
Is that our first sword?
I think that was, yeah. And it's unfortunately a blue pendant. Or maybe fortunately if this turns out to be a pedestal seed.
Very true.
Arusta missed the bomb there on Agana, but gets it open with the second one and gets his swagnet. And then Rick is going to go back downstairs and check the item he skipped with the Herapot glitch.
Definitely don't blame him. The Hera basement has come back to bite more runners than it has hurt with this check.
Decides to keep his fingers warm by running around the room instead of trying any sort of bomb and run strats to trigger the coffee break. Oh wait, no, that was the flute menu. Never mind. I was like, Arusta has a bit more information on their map check, and I realized he was fluting.
Although with knowing that glove is there in Hera, Rick can kind of rest assured that at least his opponent is going to have to, at the very least, go to Hera. So I wouldn't see Arusta climbing all the way up the mountain and not finishing Hera. So it's really not going to cost him any time because Arusta is going to have to do it as well.
Yep. All right. So there is the check there. Not too much going on with that. Arusta cleared out Eastern as much as we could anyway, from the looks of it. At the very least, cleared out to the Hammer and is now making his way to Tower of Hera. Looks like Rick is going to check Hype Cave first here.
I like the early Hype Cave check. That's always my go-to.
The location sometimes known as Hype Cave. We'll see what it wants to go by today.
Arusta grabbing his glove now has his Dark World access. I'm assuming gonna go ahead and finish Hera.
All right, 3 bombs from our friendly Hype Cave attendant. Master Sword. 3 bombs, 50 rupees, 100 rupees. We'll give that a solid 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. That's a big step from Starter Sword to Master Sword, so I'm going to give it a 5. I feel like a nice early Master Sword is kind of nice. Ooh, we have
crystals in Ice, Swamp, and Skull Woods, respectively.
So we are going to at least get our Mirror and our Titans. It's the good deal.
So and we're also going to see where our 5 and 6 are here, because he's going to talk to the bomb vendor. Thieves Town and Dark Palace are our 5 and 6. So hey, remember what I called earlier about us seeing the Ice Rod earlier? Yep, our last pendant is Turtle Rock today.
That's so gross. Although when it's map and compass shuffle, I'm not quite as salty digging out T-Rock, because it does add 2 more items at least, so not quite as terrible.
Oh, okay. Everybody's pointing out that we actually still technically don't know what Eastern Palace is. So we could still need to go to Turtle Rock. So my prediction has not yet come true.
I feel like your prediction was right. I think it's safe to say early Ice Rod always indicates that T-Rock is going to be a pendant.
All right. Well, we'll find out eventually. Dig game, Alec Baldwin. Don't let us down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the mushroom.
Could we have all of our fetch quests, please? Ooh, Jiggly Saint hoping for a mirror on head.
Oh,
that's
ew.
Evil.
Ew.
Who hurt you? Who
Probably
hurt you,
Map Girl.
Jiggly Saint? You mean Zelda girl?
Yeah.
Oh no, Arusta getting thwarted there on the switch. Oh, there's our map of Misery Mire, which
we already knew that info from Saha, which sucks.
I feel like every restreamer is cursed with rolling terrible seeds, Math Girl. I've only rolled 1 good seed as a restreamer, and it was still 4 hours. And that was for Ocarina of Time.
I'm kind of surprised that Rick didn't choose to save scum that mushroom.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision.
But at any rate, looks like we're going to see the Skull Woods play from Rick. Not a bad move. Again, from 2 items to 4 items because of the MC Shuffle mutation.
And can full clear it.
Yeah, and it's full clearable, so really not that bad a play. And it's a crystal, we know that, so... Actually, I was pointing out Rick might be gambling that we don't need the Cane of Samaria.
That is quite a gamble. But I mean, it's a fair one. What if Kana Samaria? No, it couldn't be on pedestal. Silly girl. I have a cold.
Oh yeah, because Myers the green pendant. I was like, wait.
Oh, those
Well
Gibdos.
done on the torch puzzle of playing dodge the Gibdo there.
The Gibdos are the worst.
Agreed.
I always hate Skullwoods and having to take on Mothula, except when I'm playing like Cross World Key Sanity, and I'm like hoping, please let Mothula be in Skullwoods, please. With Boss Shuffle, of course.
Alrighty. So, Rick now switching to the Fire Rod to try and get these last few shots in on Mothula. There we go. And Mothula is carrying half magic.
Not terrible. I feel like silvers are a little less well known in V31, so finding that half magic always makes me feel a little bit more comfortable when I'm playing. I feel like they're a little harder to find these days.
Yeah, V31 making the bow and arrow a progressive item definitely has upped the amount of seeds where you just kind of like, okay, we're going silverless. Because before you could just find silvers before the bow and then be like, well, I might need the bow for something else, so this is a nice little bonus. Whereas now, you'll find your first bow and be like, okay, I can do, all the stuff that is doable with the vanilla bow or the regular bow, and just be okay with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, Rick, I believe that's the Death Warp. Yep.
Looks like Arusta is going to go ahead and enter the Dark World here in Kakariko. Be interesting to see if he's going to head straight into Skullwoods or if he's going to do Dark Kakariko first.
So our nobody really lit up with anything. I think Arusta must have checked that shovel.
Oh, I missed it.
I do not know, Math. I don't think it's coming from me.
It could have been me, and I just didn't realize it. Sorry.
Alright. Oh. Well, that's not a harm. Well, no, that's a harmful Wallmaster. That always feels bad when you get Wallmastered like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Both of our runners getting Wallmastered in inopportune moments. Yeah, that's a pretty nifty full magic refill, as Vince points out. Or, excuse me, Verts. And there's our first bow, speak of the devil. So I believe that's 3 items from Skullwood, so we're just looking for our last one here. There's the big key.
And now with V31, this chest here in the Gibdo room is actually not a guaranteed small key anymore, so it can be an item, which it was today. It was crap.
Yep, 5 rupees. Alright, so we're gonna see Rick making his exit here, and
that must be a small key. I was like, no, check that. It would have to be a small key.
Alright, so I believe Rick gonna be doing the Village of Outcasts checks here along with Thieves Town. Fully clearable, crystal. I mean, Duh. Yeah. All right.
C-shape house, just a heart.
So we are looking for Titans and
Mirror that we know of. We might not need
there's
Samaria.
the
There's
Titans. Speak of the devil
Titans.
again.
Wow.
Titans, Mir, and we do still need to identify which of the remaining 2 unknowns is our final crystal.
I mean, I would be tempted to go straight and finish off Eastern Palace just to see if that's a pendant or a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Eastern is a crystal, then we're Mir from Go Mode.
Yep. Bomb jump to check the big chest, and coming from Arusta, we know unfortunately that this is going to have this just a small key in it. All right, these sound checks. 10 arrows.
Kippy is right. We would need the book if Mirrors in Desert.
That is a valid point, actually. Yeah, but mirrors and TR. Lol. So 6 items total in Thieves Town due to Map Compass Shuffle. We've found 1 of them so far. Actually, it might be 2 of them. Y'all are evil in chat.
There's our Zora money.
Hey, I went nowhere near this seed. Don't put that evil on me, Nobly. I'm just here to sit here and make dad jokes. Like, for example, MC Shuffle is the name of my MC Hammer cover band.
Nailed it.
Got it. Got him. Moving on. God Pixel? Not God Pixel.
It was close. Arusta about to pick up his Titans.
And a nice crisp
Infinity
100
Gauntlet
rupee.
has been achieved.
Wes went through enough evil in my seats. I don't actually think yours were that bad. But I could just be mentally blocking those out. Who knows? Actually, wait, no, it's all coming back to me now. Never mind. And attic bombed out by Rick. Arusta not too far behind here. Doing his Village of Outcast checks. And hammer pegs, okay.
I like this check.
I mean, I'm okay with the check, but I feel like you would want to do Thieves Town first to see if maybe you could pull something else out that might help, like maybe loop. Well, you could already do Smith's Chain, but like maybe we find the mirror here and we can do the rest of Smith's Chain easily. Bloomerang in Peg Cave.
I don't think Arusta has the information on what Thieves Town is.
Oh, that's correct. Arusta has not talked to the 5/6 bomb vendor. So Arusta does not know that this is a 5/6 crystal. Probably gonna find out here shortly. Winter is a great time to chill. Ugh. Seasonally appropriate, but also, I hate you so much, Blind. Rick
Says
tried
the
to get...
quoter of dad jokes.
Self-hatred is a kind of hatred. Wow, that got dark. Moving on.
Everybody just keep eating.
Bottle with a fairy in it from Blind.
Nothing much to write home about there.
Oh, Jiggly. Why?
Jiggly, I'd like to welcome you to the commentary page. So I can get them in here.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. Wait, what? Didn't see that coming. Oh. I hate all of you. It's a pity my mic is muted over here. Oh no. Anyway, Rick going ahead and checking hammer pegs for his bloomerang. No, I did not almost say hammer pegs. Go away. That didn't happen. All right. Rick gonna take Jeremiah on the world tour here. Or, correction, going to turn Jeremiah in and then take the purple chest on the world tour.
Yeah, he's already checked Stumpy.
Oh yeah, he's already done those because he went. Yeah. He originally entered Dark World from that location. So he did Hype, Stumpy, and Digging Game first.
Oh, almost hit the snitch there.
One of my favorite lines in the randomizer. Guards, help! The creeper first 4 of your file name is here. Quake Medallion. Which could be useful if we do need to go into either of Mire or Turtle Rock. Gonna go Palace of Darkness here.
We can full clear ice, too.
Oof. Well, I suppose with half magic, that's not as big of an oof as it could be. And 2 bottles.
Although, pot is my favorite dungeon, so I will never discourage anyone from doing pot.
Yeah. Chat is just coming in hot with the hot. How can this seed turn into a nightmare takes? There's our Mire Pendant to get Samaria to go into Turtle Rock for our mirror.
That is like extra evil in this holiday season.
Y'all are mean. Yep, Arusta, yeah, you kind of need to go grab the maiden. I don't know what happened there.
Oh no, that's so bad. Oh, poor Arusta.
I don't know what happened there, to be honest, because I looked and Arusta, I have no idea how Arusta managed to do any of that. I was not paying attention.
Arusta just like, nope, I'm done.
Arusta somehow managed to cause some sort of soft lock situation in Thieves Town. It's gonna just have to reset.
Oh, I think we're gonna get a Super Bunny Cave and a look at Hookshot Cave.
Some new checks. Probably also just calm Arusta down after whatever happened in Thieves Town, because I like, if I were in that position and that happened to me, I'd certainly be a little bit on the salty side. I believe that's the first item out of Palace of Darkness there, that full heart container. 10 bombs.
Yeah, we got a small key in the first chest we checked. I despawned the tower once in Ganon's tower, and I was just done with it. I was done. I rage quit.
Arusta is like I think they're kind of starting to tilt a little bit because they went into the wrong door in Dark Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, well I think kind of soft locking in Beast Town will do it to you every time.
Yeah. TTD spawn after killing Moldorm 2. Ugh.
Oh my.
Ugh.
That's really gross.
Insert that Clint
I at
Eastwood
least
gift
got
here.
to check the 2 chests. Just
There's
a
a second shield.
Super Bunny is not being very nice to us today.
Nice bonk from Rick there. Interesting way to save some time. Quake is the required medallion for Turtle Rock. For those of you playing the How Can We Torture Our Runners game at home. There's our cape from Hookshot. There's a third bottle. Well, third bottle that we know of. Alright. What did Dark Shadows suggest to one-up that suggestion from Alterna? Samaria and Misery Mire, book on pedestal, mirror in Desert Palace. Oof. Oof. Lamp in Palace of Darkness. Oh no. That's just rude. And map of Tower of Hera. I got excited for it.
That's not gonna help us.
We're gonna see a Meyer shed check here.
I like that Arusta is giving me all the checks that I have yet to like mark off, so I like to have my board full of what all the items are.
There's the single arrow of destiny. And a map of Eastern Palace.
We need to know that.
Yep, and I think we're about to find it out too. I don't know if Arusta got over enough to see what the pendant was on, or the medallion was on Meyer. Hopefully we don't need to know that information. And map check, I'm assuming, coming up.
Oh, come on. Give us the map check, please.
Arusta gonna get another map here from the mushroom turn in. And looks like he's also gonna fill the bottle with another blue potion while he's here. All right, moment of truth. Or not.
Arusta is just toying with my emotions.
Yep, same. Hard same. Or just doing... There we go.
It's the
and
crystal. Wow.
So we are a mirror away from go mode.
Possibly both. But if we have to get the mirror. Although, mirror could be in Misery Mire. That's gross.
Yeah. So you now have all the information you need to craft nightmare scenarios for our runners. Well, I mean, even more so than you've already been doing. Arusta gonna go into Palace of Darkness now, which Rick is currently on the way to fight the ruler of Palace of Darkness, Helmisar King. I say that, and then the Turtle Party just kind of breaks things up. Or should I say Turtle Club? Because clearly, Rick is not turtly enough to be a member of the Turtle Club.
I love that movie, and I don't care what anyone says about it.
I know, right? It's just
Also a
the
fan
right
of
amount.
Corky Romano, so just to give you an idea of my mentality.
The
That would
movie
be
is
Master of Disguise.
yes, it is an early 2000s film starring Dana Carvey being Dana Carvey, master of impression. Meanwhile, 17 whacks with the hammer and some sword spins. Gonna put away Helmassar King.
Mathgirl, we're going to have a discussion later. I'm really upset by your lack of movie knowledge here. This is the second movie that I love that you have not seen, and this just all happened within the last hour, ma'am. So we're going to talk later.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna look for something here. Oh gosh. Master of Disguise released in theaters on August 2nd, 2002.
Oh, yeah. It was when I was younger than I am now. Not going to finish that.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I get reminders far more quickly than I would like about how old I am.
It's those specific markers, like, oh, I graduated high school in 2002.
Yeah, I graduated high school in 2006.
My
And,
God, you're an
yeah.
infant as well. Get out of here.
Yes, a 31-year-old infant. Thank you. There's that mental image for you. But things like I made a rocket power reference at work the other day, and I looked around and realized nobody in the room had been born when rocket power was on the air.
I watched Rocket Power, my friend.
Is a fish taco shaped like a fish?
We just need to do old Nick at Night references back when Nickelodeon was awesome. I mean, are you afraid of the dark, Wes?
I remember not liking that show. Like, if I saw the candle intro, I was just like, nope, I'm good, thank you.
I'm sorry, I have to leave comms because I cannot be in this kind of negativity.
What was the other one? What was the other Nickelodeon show that I just was like not?
If you say salute your shorts, I swear to God, I will drive this car to a Jersey barrier.
Inside baseball. Oh my goodness. But no, I remember the original Wild and Crazy Kids, not the reboot, the original Wild and Crazy Kids. I remember What Would You Do? I remember Figure It Out.
You can't say that on television. We're like totally ignoring what's happening in the game right now.
Well, because it's kind of duplicate checks at this point. Like, Arusta is finishing up Palace of Darkness. AdirondackRick is just making his way to Armos Knight, so there's not really anything going on. I don't care that somebody's trying to get it open started. I'm trying to watch the chat here. The good Wild and Crazy Kids? Yes, I do. Clarissa explains it all. Angry Beavers.
Do you have it?
Guts, yes.
There you go. I'll set him up, you knock him down, brother. We got this.
True story. I used AOL at one point. AOL keyword Nickelodeon to see about auditioning for Guts.
That's amazing. I think every child of the 90s wanted to have a piece of the aggro crag. I'm not even playing. It was on my bucket list as a teen.
So, hey, we interrupt 90s Nickelodeon nostalgia to bring you this Armos Knights fight. On Rick's side.
We can only speak in 90s puns from now on.
Oh,
there's a third sword.
So what? Math? The aggro crag was the final challenge in Nickelodeon's Guts, a sports-based game show. Yeah. Ooh, is that a death warp from Arusta? I sure hope so.
Yeah, that definitely was a death warp. It was like really fun. You used to have to like, you were strapped to bungee cords and you played basketball and different things like that. You just beat the crap out of other kids your age, and then you get a big old trophy. It was a glowing piece of this radical rock.
Also, the SNES game produced one of the best Game Grumps versuses of all time. I don't say that lightly because I hate most of their output nowadays. But anyway, let's not get into that.
It was essentially Hunger Games, but you didn't get to kill anybody in real life. Yeah. Oh, we have the Ice Palace dip for Rick, which I believe I called this a while back.
Yep.
Well, this is really all Rick could do right now.
Yeah.
We don't have the mirror for Swamp Palace, and we can't get into desert, so this makes sense.
And we can't get into swamp. Yeah, and the chat pointing out Rick can clear Ice Palace, so yeah, this is a no-brainer play.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's 5 items because of MC Shuffle, so...
Does have that quake though, which kind of makes me nervous about Misery Mire. I mean, it's safe to say. No, it's not safe to say, because if we pull out the Cane of Samaria here in Ice Palace,
we cannot do Turtle Rock yet. We do not have Cane of Samaria, Bert. Granted, if it is here, then we have a conversation on our hands.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, at least we know it's not going to be in T-Rock. But then I'm like, ooh, what if we pull that Samaria out?
Rick misplacing the quick kill there, but recovers nicely.
My favorite is when there's like some weird thing happens and none of them die when you bomb them. That's always fun.
Yeah,
it's always a feel-good moment.
All right, Ice Palace bomb jump incoming for Rick.
Oh yeah, Kane could definitely be admired. But we also didn't get to see what medallion that Meyer is. So we may not even be able to get Admire.
Nice bomb.
Which
nice
I don't really know. Let's see. What was our 5-6? Oh, we do have Pyramid Fairy open now.
Yes.
And the cave isn't open. Oh, nobody checked King's Tomb.
Oh yeah, we do have King's Tomb now, since we do have Titans.
And we have Zora.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Nobody checked Zora.
Oh god, math. No. 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 No.
I know, that's always the dream, isn't it? That you kind of think someone's like gonna do it without Samaria, but then they get there and it's on the right side. That's just evil. But I was hoping that for the race last night on Speed Gaming, I think, was it Ampharos and that didn't have Samaria?
I did not watch that race last night, so I do not know.
I'm old, so I spend a lot of time in bed watching A Link to the Past, reliving my youth.
I was too busy bowling last night, so...
Oh, so...
Speaking of old people activities.
Yeah. I guess you know what I feel like there. No, I'm kidding. My husband bowls. He has a shirt. He has a specific shirt he wears to bowl. That's where we're at in life. That's what all you youngsters get to look forward to in late stage marriage.
Alright. So yeah, nothing of note happening on Ice Palace yet. We also forgot Pyramid Ledge exists. Luckily it's just a piece of art.
And Catfish.
Yeah, we were too busy talking about early 90s Nickelodeon to, pay attention to what checks our runners have and have not done.
I regret nothing.
Same. Hearts name.
I feel like even though this is on a 15-minute delay, Arusta is definitely reading our minds. And we're like, oh, well, we want to see this. And Arusta's like, you got it.
Yep. Although I am kind of... Well, no, no. If you don't do these two now, you're probably not coming back to them for a while. So, because what I was going to say was I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing immediate into Eastern like Rick did. Because Rick has not personally done either of these checks either. So...
I think... Oh my god. There's the Cane of Samaria.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Did Arusta leave without... Oh, we don't have a mirror. What are you thinking? Girl, come on, get it together. That is...
And all the sadists in chat just immediately perked up.
I think the play that Arusta is trying to make here is knowing what his pendants and crystals are, is going to take that gamble that Samaria is not going to be required, and is hoping... I'm sorry, hiccups. And is hoping to grab that mirror and go mode everything. I always get hiccups when I commentate. Every time.
That happens.
Never fails. Yeah, Rick being one game up, I think Arusta is definitely going to be making more gambly plays just to try and think of something that Rick won't. Because Rick has been playing a very meta game, like very following logic, with the exception of the old man, which I don't even think that he checked shovel. So he might have even been holding on to that until that mirror or the lamp put it into logic.
Yeah. Well, the thing we do have to point out here at this point is Arusta better hope this is the kind of seed that the people in chat that have been designing nightmare scenarios are looking for, because that mirror needs to be somewhere obscure. Because the second Rick find it, he's in go mode, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crystals done. Or wait, hold on, 1, 2. Sorry, I misinterpreted Hera's icon. So he's got 5 crystals down. The second he finds that mirror, he can finish those last 2 crystals, and we're done here. So Arusta really needs to hope that mirror is in a trolley location, or Arusta like galaxy brains the mirror and can catch up, because the window is closing.
Well, I mean, if that mirror is somewhere obscure, if that mirror is on Zora, then that is a lot of stuff that Arusta doesn't have to do, because I have a hunch that Rick is going to take a dip in T-Rock here.
Yeah. Chad also pointing out Pyramid Fairy has not been checked yet. So yeah, this mirror needs to be somewhere weird for Arusta to have a shot at catching up at this point, I think. As I just happened to look and realize, oh hey, Arusta is just now doing Skull Woods, which that was a pretty well executed Mothula kill. And that is Arusta's second crystal. Oh, and yes, Spike Cave would be in logic at this point. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to go here, but there's, you know, it's almost to make yet another nerdy reference. There's, you know, 14 million combination or possible futures here, and there's only like 2 of them that result in good things for Arusta.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only a bad play when it is, you know. Mm-hmm. It's not a good play until... You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Rick gonna receive his cape.
We have Bumper Ledge now, too. I don't recall seeing what was on Bumper Ledge.
Neither person has checked it yet. This palette shuffle is kind of screwing me up because I keep looking at Arusta and thinking they're in the opposite world to where they're actually at.
Oh
So, like,
no! See,
yeah,
that's
he's in Dark
Samaria. That's sending him on a goose chase here. So I mean, this could be big or this could be bad. It's gonna be one of the two.
Arusta going into Thieves Town. Has properly cooled down from somehow managing to soft block Thieves Town earlier. Early big key.
Of course, I would probably feel more comfortable dipping T-Rock only needing one item for go mode versus...
Rick is trying to become the 12th person in this tournament to advance with no loss. Is that really the stat? Dang. Near in big chest, easy. I mean, at this point, Mir on Trinex. Satisfy some of you hooligans.
This does make the possibility that Mir could be on pedestal.
Ether? Yeah, Rick seems to be basing a lot of his routing decisions on item density, which is a pretty decent way to go.
Yeah, he's definitely been following the logic. Like, every choice he's made has been with, you know, what he's found. Of course, he got lucky and found that lamp in pod. Otherwise, that would have been out of logic. But I don't know if we necessarily would have seen him do the dark rooms without that lamp. He's been sticking pretty close to everything he's supposed to do within the seed.
Took a one hit from the chain chomps there, but manages to push on through. Kippy taking up the mantle of pointing out increased item counts due to MC Shuffle for me by pointing out, yes, indeed, Turtle Rock does have 7 items to in it.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have went Turtle Rock over Misery Mire, just because if that Misery Mire, it's kind of a little quicker to get to the items versus
Right.
Turtle Rock, where you have to kind of go out of your way. And if you pulled that mirror, then you're just mirror, finish desert, take out swamp.
Right. I can see merit in both plays, to be honest with you, because like we just kind of discussed, it's a question of item density, and 7 items plus hook shot plus super bunny plus spike. That's a lot of item density. Kind of hard to ignore.
It is. Yeah, I hadn't taken into account that he hadn't done Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny.
There's another
Spike
option we haven't thought about. Neither player has gotten the purple chest back to Gary yet.
Interesting. Could be the play that Arusta needs.
Big Bomb also still in play. Neither player has checked it. Arusta getting called a creeper by the snitch and has to run for their lives. Alright, hook shot strats there from Rick. Bombs. And then Kane.
There is Quake for Arusta. That late mirror just makes checks so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, and King's Tomb. We forgot about King's Tomb and Zora again.
Yeah.
You know, those are also 2 viable options.
And, missing the hook speed. There we go. I was about to say, I kind of consider it weird that Arusta has not gone back to Eastern to clean up that crystal yet, and then he flutes to 5 and does Eastern.
I told you, he can read our minds before we even know what we want him to do.
Yep. All right, laser bridge check coming from Rick. Not much cooking here. Yeah, Turtle Rock kind of busting so far.
Rip.
So, yeah, do we see the Trinex play here?
I mean, I think you've come this far, you may as well.
Yeah, although I am a little concerned that Rick's going to go into it with 1 health. What does he have? Okay,
he does have a blue potion.
Yeah, and, well, he has 3 bottles, so he should be fine. Never mind.
I think we got a fairy as well.
Yeah.
Half blind, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And we're on tempered and half magic, so... So this shouldn't be too hard of a fight. Of course, I have already cursed one runner on a Trinex fight during my commentary stints, so... There goes Rick's Fairy.
Oh my gosh, that death sprite is so sad. Yeah, Kippy, for sure. Master Sword is a lot more prevalent in V31, especially with the 6/6 crystals and the fast cannon.
And down goes
Open mouth, insert curse.
And that's going to be a little piece of love. And the red pendant.
I thought for a second if he was going to skip out on that pendant. I'm like, you don't know what pedestal is yet. Don't get too froggy.
How could he have skipped out on it? He doesn't have mirror.
That's true.
Nice hook speed off the Turtle Rock staircase. Alright. Meanwhile, Arusta has taken down Armos Knights. Slowly but surely catching up in the crystal count. Here comes the Spike Cave check. Rick. And as chat points out, that is indeed an unfortunate Turtle Rock, because about the only thing of substance we got out of it was that pendant. And even with that, we don't know yet if that pendant is going to be anything of substance. Here comes the King's Tomb check. Our container. Rick went to Link's house and then thought better of it. Oh no, dark. Oh, hey, backside of escape that neither runner has done.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep, same. This is what not finding the mirror does to you. You forget about a bunch of checks that you really would have done all by now. Well, turns out to be nothing.
Neither one of them checked Lumberjack.
That's, oh. But why, though? I think Arusta did do Dark... Oh, no, Arusta did not do Dark Cross. Arusta... Arusta went into Dark Cross, I believe, and then got lost and fed up and left. So, Yeah, if it's on Lumberjack, it might be a hot minute before we see that check. We are going to see the Zora check from Arusta here. No, we're going to see Ice Palace. Okay. Okay. I mean, I kind of get buying the arrows. I don't see what buying the bombs does, but... we have seen Agina's cave.
It was the bug net.
Oh yeah, Bugnet. Yep, thank you.
Welcome. I always get
Alright.
excited when I can use my notes.
You know, I open a notepad and like say I'm gonna keep notes, and then I get too distracted actually watching and talking to actually type things out. Like I have a notepad open which has the information that I gave way back at the start of the race about the how we got here tournament wise. I have nothing else in there at the moment. We did see the medallion check from Ether, or from Meyer, which turns out to be Ether. So
Unfortunately, Arusta is going to get that Samaria here, and that could also lead him on a wild goose chase.
yeah, I think this is gonna end up having to be Arusta making a Galaxy Brain play to even make this seed close at this point.
Worst case scenario is going to be the book here in Misery Mire.
Yeah. Chat pointing out that Ether was in fact in Turtle Rock, so Misery Mire with 4 items, thanks to the MC Shuffle option being on. And to kind of reset the tournament scenario, Rick does lead the series 1-0, and this is the winners final of Group O. So a win here puts Rick through to the brackets, and puts Arusta through to the tiebreaker round versus the winner of Zero Nix and Kerrigal, which Zero Nix currently leads that series 1-0. We're just kind of keeping an eye on the Turtle Rock here, or the Turtle Rock. Where'd that even come from? Misery Mire. Because Arusta currently doing Ice Palace, which we've seen Rick do already. So there's nothing of note in there. Besides that cane of Samaria. Alright, big key. And cutscene room incoming. One of the most feels bad man cutscene rooms in the game, because at least the other, screen shakes violently for a couple seconds. Cutscenes, you actually see something going on. Here, you're just kind of like, okay, cool. Oh, Arusta not quite getting the dash across there, falls down. Nearly falls down again, but nice recovery. Little heart container in the basement. Blind ped pull incoming. Oh, Lord. I mean, it might come down to that. I think I just came up with an even worse nightmare scenario. How about book on pedestal to get into desert, to grab the powder to go get the mirror off of Magic Bat.
That's just gross.
I can play this game with the best of them, or is that the worst of them? Oh nope, never mind. There's the book.
Told you, book is the worst thing we're gonna see here. Oops, all dungeons.
Oh boy. No, it's upside down. Oh yeah, no, we had no reason to go into Tower of Hera, did we? We didn't find anything progression in Tower of Hera, did we?
A glove and a sword.
Oh wait, yeah, okay, yeah, those are kind of progression. Yeah, never mind. Oh, math pointing out Aga 1, because you do technically have to defeat Aga 1 in an all dungeon seed. I mean, if that mirror is on Lumberjack, then yes, it would theoretically be Upsell Dungeons. No, it wouldn't. Never mind.
I mean, I feel it like at this point, you almost got to commit to bed. You may as well.
Yeah, I feel like Rick's immediate move here is gonna be, well, no. Oh wait, yeah, no, you don't have the mirror, so you're gonna be doing some traveling anyway. That's kind of an interesting catch-22 because it's a flute and some walking, and no matter how you slice it. Rick using dash strats here with that tempered sword, nice. And it is a shorter walk to the desert than it is the pedestal. But then again, there's a couple different ways this can go. Bombs and the green pendant. And, you know, for all we know, that mirror could be resting with Sarasala in exchange for the green pendant. Oh, Arusta is gonna take a death. Hopefully he's gonna burn a fairy here. There we go. Loses that fairy. Out of magic. Gonna be cleaning up the rest with the tempered sword, hopefully. There it is. Alright. So we're gonna see what Rick decides to do here. Oh, compass. I was like, why was there a text box on Arusta's screen? And I remembered that Coldseer did in fact drop the compass. Looks like Rick is gonna go ahead and put his faith in the the pendant dungeons being completed. He is gonna go pull the pedestal. Well, I suppose theoretically he has the book. He could read the text first.
Might save some time.
Yeah. He isn't. Oh, he thought about it. The powder is on the pedestal.
Oh my goodness! We could have faked. No. We could have faked powder. How long ago? If we would have saved that. Oh, wow! No. Fetch quest on pedestal.
Oh
wow!
No. Oh no!
If this is the mirror.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no. And he's gonna go check it. He is committed to the pedestal being the answer. Incoming green rupee just for additional salt in the wound.
Yeah, I think we've already seen the single arrow, so.
We have seen the single arrow of destiny, yes.
If this is a mirror, I swear to God.
Oh. I think that is probably top 5 most insulting items to get from that check at this point.
What if it's Zora? Like,
It
what
could
if it's
be Zora.
freaking Zora?
It could be Zora. It could still be Lumberjack. There are 4 items or 5 items in Desert, isn't it? Isn't it 3 normally? Brain.
2.
Okay. 2 plus 2. So, all right. All right.
I bet you, though, he like threw up in his mouth when he saw that powder come off that pedestal, though.
Yeah, and then
Because even I was like, oh, that is mean.
Rick wants to route Zora in with Catfish, and you need Mirror for that.
Well, Arusta already did Catfish,
Speaking of
so
Zora,
it looks like, yeah.
Arusta
This is the
about to
play
make
that
the
Roosta
play.
needs.
And if he makes this play, he could possibly make up some ground here. Nothing doing in Desert so far.
I mean, if it's not here, it's either Pyramid Fairy
Wow, we still haven't seen Pyramid Fairy either. Oh my god.
or Green Pendant
Yeah.
or
Lumberjack,
Aga
yeah.
1.
All right, Zora. Bombs.
Oh. Oh. Oh, what if it's Aga 1? What if it's Aga 1?
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no, I have chest pains. Oh no.
Oh. Oh, and Arusta, I think, is gonna go do the Turtle Rock play.
Turtle Rock.
There's a big 20 in the big chest in Desert. Oh
What if it
no.
was Aga this whole time?
Oh. That would be filthy.
Have they never played this game before? You always check Aga 1 when you get the boots.
Hell, I check it. I check it during my opening.
Right,
Period.
me too.
I don't care
But
if I
I'm
don't
a
have the
terrible
boots.
player, so.
I mean,
Can't go
same,
find
but I'm gonna be honest with you. I still have no idea how I was that close with Dr. Bobtastic both games. The first one wasn't restreamed, but I made a major error and lost a bunch of time there. And then the second one on restream, well, yeah, that was yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I play Friday nights with Killer App, who I've never once beaten. I think one time his emulator crashed, and I, being the person I am, was like, no, I beat you, that counts. I think it was one time. And Dr. Bob plays with us as well, and I think I've only beat Dr. Bob once, and
Yeah.
it was probably a bad night.
I don't know, Math. I haven't checked up on his progress. Arusta going into Total Rock, which we're fairly certain is not the play at the moment.
Although it could be, it led to that ether, which led to the book, which led to desert.
If it's
You know
here,
what?
then yes, we need to do Turtle Rock. Anywhere else, no.
It's not. I hope it's on Aga, since neither one of them checked it. I feel like I'm punishing my kids for not brushing their teeth. Like, this is what happens when you don't do your chores.
Such hatred for your children. My God.
Oh, I love my kids. They're so adorable. But I sometimes could eat them. Okay, so now we have Ether Tablet.
Wait.
Sorry.
Sorry, I just had to. I had to go pause there. Sorry. We haven't seen Bumper Ledge yet either. Neither of us have seen Bumper Ledge. What the shit?
Every parent will tell you that there are times where you sit at the table and you pretend you're eating your kids' heads like you're a dinosaur. It happens. Every parent does it. And if they say they don't, they're lying, because they do.
Death Warp Arusta?
Yeah,
Yes?
that was definitely a death warp.
It's actually one that I feel like half a chat would have won. Kappa, yeah. Where is... Oh, he's turning in the green pendant.
Okay, I mean, we're running out of checks here.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have very many options.
Y'all got any more of those hundo seeds?
I hope it's on angle 1. Oh my
Bitch,
god. It's so close. It's so close.
Arusta taking some damage from the chain chomps here. Gets through. Rick?
What's he doing here? He's gonna stare at the entrance to swamp.
Oh, Pyramid
No,
Fairy.
Pyramid Fairy.
Rick really does not want it to be Aga 1. You gotta feel like that's looming in the back of his mind, and he's just like, nope, we're doing every other possible check first. And Ether is the only other chat pointing out Ether could be the play here as well. The only other thing that would require as Arusta takes another death. Ether, the only other thing available that would require this tortured chain of logic that Rick is currently following. Bombos 2 with what mirror, Dark Shadows? Pyramid Ledge was a piece of heart. Alright. As evidenced by Rick's screen there. Alright. Moment of truth. Pyramid Fairy has a heart and another heart.
Oh my god! The dream is alive! Go check Aga 1, Rick. Come on. Come on. Rip off the band-aid. Rip off the band-aid, brother.
Thank
You know.
Harry. Oh
He
my
knows.
god.
He knows.
No, he's going to go check Ether Tablet. Yeah, I think Rick at the... No, okay, he was just getting the health from Mountain Cave. Oh my god.
He's gonna check Popper Ledge first.
Oh my goodness gracious.
No, Book was not on Ped. Book was in Misery Mire. Roosta, where are you going? Can't check.
Oh,
ticket.
purple chest.
Oh, yeah.
This is what not having the mirror has done to everybody. We keep forgetting basic checks. My god. Rick just gonna take the purple chest up north here, because why not at this point?
I can't tell you how badly I want it to be Aga 1. Like, I usually don't wish evil on the runners. I want it to be Aga 1 so bad, I can
Nope,
taste
that
it.
Bumper
It's not
Cave
Bumper Ledge.
is dead. Rick now doing... I don't know, actually. What else could Rick be doing right now? That is immediately saving and quitting and taking that purple chest over to Gary.
Maybe asking
he might have
himself
gotten
why
the
he's
purple
playing this
done.
game.
Oh, catfish.
Why would you take the purple chest all the way to Catfish?
Self-hatred.
Yeah. Penance.
Well, at least the lunchbox floats. So it's got that going for it, which is nice.
I feel like we're playing bingo right now. Cross keys bingo. Visit Catfish with a friend. Nobody plays cross keys bingo.
I don't even play. I barely even play Cross World or Key Sanity. Period. Much less Cross Keys or Bingo.
Cross keys for life. That's pretty much the only mode I play.
I get confused when the I still get confused when the entrances aren't shuffled. Are you kidding me?
I love it. It's so good. You cannot take Kiki to Catfish. Kiki has an attitude.
Well.
Arusta's setting up that safety door.
Don't blame him.
Not at all. The seat has been obnoxious.
And he's out of fairies, so if he doesn't pay attention during the Trinex fight, Trinex could easily wreck him. So, because he has no way to get fairies because the powder is on the pedestal. Gold sword from Gary. Oh my god!
And we still don't have freaking silvers yet.
Oh my god! It's Ether Tablet or Aga 1.
Oh, come on. Come on! Here it comes.
Oh
Here it
no!
comes.
How many rage slashes or bombs do you think are going to happen if we see Mirror right here?
There's gonna be a pause while he throws his controller across the room.
It's
Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Does Rick run with a face cam? Because I need to. What time is it? 1:39. I need to go back and watch his VOD. That.
Maybe just a little bit.
A shame. Oh my goodness.
Oh
my goodness.
Yeah, you know, the good old
This
1 hour
was like
40
a
minute
jet
Let's Play.
seed. This was a jet seed. This was no T-Rock, no Minfree Meyer. Really no Hera if you really didn't want to. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh. My skin is clear, my crops are watered. Oh my god. I feel so alive right now.
This is probably the best comms I have ever been on in my life.
Boots were like were Kakariko. They were.
I
like
didn't
one of the
even
first
write
four
down
chests
Boots
open.
because they were so fast. It was Blind's hut. They were in
Yeah, it was a blind
Blind's
basement. Yeah.
hut.
Oh no. Oh no.
And Rusta was gonna check. Rusta
just-
walked past it and was like, nah, nah.
Oh, does he check it right now? Does he check it right now? He's at Sanctuary. Does he check it right now and save himself some time?
This could
He does
turn
not.
it. Oh, it could have been a race. It really could have been a race had Rusta checked it then.
Oh, you've got to be. If you're either runner right now, you're probably sitting there waiting for the dot gun.
If they do not come in and do interviews after this, I will set my computer on fire. I'm not playing. I want to talk to them immediately. I want to stop the race now.
Oh, wait, hold
and
on,
just talk
hold
to
on,
them.
hold on. Lumberjack kick from Arusta. This might, in fact, be a race.
This is where I just would walk down and just stare at the mirror for like 20 minutes and be like, no, I don't. Yep, I'm done. I quit.
Yeah. Dot forfeit. Just leave the stream online.
Dot rage quit.
Yeah. Oh. So, is this a PG stream? Because I feel like my first reaction, if I'm Rick or Arusta coming into the comms, it would be to drop the most atomic of all F-bombs. Meanwhile, Aga 1... Rick and Aga 1, how many blue balls are we going to see? I counted 1, but I wasn't paying attention to the start of the fight.
So I kind of want to start it off with, so how do you think it went?
3. Oh my god, and now Aga's just gonna throw blue balls. Oh my god. There's 4!
I'm not saying they deserve it, but they deserve it. Oh. Oh my
You are not this seed level.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Well, see, Killer Up, I have a bit of a cold, so I took some flu medicine before I got on comms so you guys could understand me. So I'm a little loopy at the moment, I think.
How long has it been since you've seen an Aghanim 1 take 3 lightning bolts? Oh my goodness. This seed is defiant to the last. I mean, at least they can go mode swamp, so they got that going for them, which is nice.
When Aga 1 is required, it is like the maximum amount of blue balls. Like when you get into Aga 1, if you haven't checked anything yet and you just wham bam kill him, you're like, nope, this definitely wasn't required.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. This seed.
I know. I somehow want to save this stream so I can just watch it every day. Like when I'm feeling bad, I could be like, it could be worse. Mirror could be on Aga 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at 1 hour, 45 minutes, and approximately 13 seconds, Rick is going to be in go mode.
Always check Lumberjack, guys. Check Lumberjack. Do you see what happens when you don't do your checks?
I'm pretty sure the mirror already gave them the max amount of blue balls. Oh no!
Merry Christmas to me. This is amazing.
Oh, my ribs. Ow.
What even makes it worse? What even makes it like awful is it was Ice Palace to T-Rock to Misery Mire to the book. Like that, those 4 items has made Rick's life a living, you know what, for the last hour and 46 minutes when all this time that mirror was on Lumberjack.
This is almost as bad as the 4-hour seed I had to do commentary for Zelda. 4 hours Zelda 1? Ugh. I don't even run Zelda 1, and that seems wrong. Oh.
Oh, well, I can guarantee no one in this chat's ever going to skip Lumberjack again. We all learned from their mistakes, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, jeez.
The Z1 tournament, the all boards, no swords, I was legit obsessed with that, and I got it in my head. I'm like, I could play this. No, I couldn't. They got boots at Blind's Hut. 3 minutes in, Killer App. That's when you check it.
Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I feel like the argument has to be made if you're the kind of person that starts an open seat at Sanctuary, you just check Lumberjack. It's not that much of a time loss. Compared to, well, I mean, just imagine the Will Smith pointing at this seed. You know? Because, yeah. All right,
I
so
can't even argue with you, Killer. I'd be like, it'll bite you because you have stomped me every time we've ever played, and I don't know how, but everyone but Killer App will now check Lumberjack before they have the boots. I'm not even going to check Link's house or Sanctuary chest. I'm going straight to Lumberjack, and then I will come back and check everything else.
So the unfortunate part for Arusta here is he still has not done Desert Palace either. So that's going to be a little bit of a time loss. So Arusta is going to have to hope that Big Key is in a trolley location here to give him a little bit of time. Again, it's going to come down to Arusta's going to need Galaxy Brain. Or Rick's going to have to somehow lose focus after after everything this seed has done to him. Arusta now in go mode, by the way, at 1 hour 48 minutes and 52 seconds. Rick going to town with that gold sword and hook shot there. Nicely done.
Nobody in chat tell them that I laughed when the mirror was on Lumberjack.
Oh, if somebody didn't clip that, I would be amazed because we both just dissolved laughing for a solid minute.
I apologize to anybody wearing headphones.
Yeah, no, both of them had to have been. I probably would have started checking for the dot done like 15, 20 minutes ago. Like I'd just be sitting there going through the motions, being like, okay, my opponent's got to have this. I missed something. Now, would I be thinking I missed Lumberjack? No, because I would have checked it by now. So actually, if I were playing this seed, I would have been the guy dot dunning 10 to 15 minutes ago. But which is weird to say, because I'm pretty sure in a normal situation, both of these runners could kick my face in. And in fact, Arusta has done it in other tournaments. So oh, hey, by the way, Rick is making his way up to Ganon's Tower. There's a little game that's kind of become commonplace on Link to the Past restreams. There are 22 locations in the bottom half of Ganon's Tower. One of them will hold our big key. Which one do you think it's going to be?
Tile room to rub salt in the wound.
Wow. Even after all of this, our chat is calling for blood.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna hope that it's at least on the right side, so that Canis Samaria is relevant.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you're Rick, I feel like if you're either of these runners, you just immediately go to Tile Room AS. Just because you kind of feel like this seed is the kind of seed that would pull that sort of situation. All right, we see a 15, we see a 22, we see an 8, we see a tile room specific call. I'm going to stick with my usual guess on commentary and say it's going to be on the torch, which is usually check number. Rick going to the hope room. Chest number 1, small key. Chest number 2, small key. Equipping the Chain of Samaria, he's going right. And I'm gonna skip the tile room. Alright, meanwhile, Arusta cleans up Landless fairly effectively. Gonna be going to Swamp here. Nice and clean so far for Rick on the right side of Ganon's Tower here. Alright, chest number 3, 20 rupees. Chest number 4, bombs. Chest number 5 is the silver arrows! Chest number 6, a little piece of love there.
At least he got silver arrows after all that.
Yeah. So now he can kill Ganon even harder. Chest number 7 is 10 arrows, which Rick does not grab. Oh! Misses the bonk. There we go. 8 is the Cane of Burna. 9 is 10 arrows. 10 is going to be red mail. And 11 is a small key.
Every safety you could want is going to be here in Ganon's Tower.
Rick? Okay, there we go. Alright, number 12 coming up here. Heart container. I swear, if it's a tile room and Rick last location's it, ugh.
I mean, we may as well at this point. Why not?
Also, I just lost count of what chest it is. I want to say this is 13. Heart.
Yeah, I think this is 13.
Alright, 14, 15, 16, and 17 coming up. That was 13. Thank you, chat. All right, 14 through 17 coming up here in the randomizer room, which you're never going to see outside of randomizer unless you want to get wrathed at. None of them.
It's going to be in 22.
Red boomerang.
It's gonna be in 22.
Good lord. Nicely done, skipping the last couple teleports there from Rick. Alright, chest number 18 coming up. Hi, Bob! And big key in number 18. Alright, so the closest was Xylo Price SPM. You have won the prize for this race, a lifetime supply of Link to the Past randomized seeds, redeemable at altpr.com. As always, if your standard seed lasts for longer than 4 hours, let's try that one again, shall we? If your standard seed lasts longer than 4 hours, please consult a few YouTube tutorials because you definitely need it.
That's not all, Wes. Also included is a lifetime supply of AGA 1 seeds. Make sure you check your lumberjack.
Oh no. Yeah, Rick just beelining up the tower here. He's gotta be like, where's the dot? You know, both of our runners probably like, where's the dot done at this point? Oh my goodness gracious. So at this point, it does kind of look like it's Rick's race to lose. Lumberjack or like Lumberjank. Oh my goodness. Arusta taking down Argus and is going to be making his way up to Ganon's Tower. Might be an insurmountable lead at this point, though. Stranger things have happened, but Arusta, even if he goes left side first, has to make his way all the way to Bob's room. And Rick just killed Landmalus too. So, if this result holds, which it looks like it's going to, Rick is going to advance to the bracket stages of the Challenge Cup, and Arusta will be awaiting the winner of 0 versus Carriageal, I believe is how you say that. I've probably pronounced it 4 different ways this broadcast, but I apologize.
I am always one that asks each runner, if I don't know them personally, to pronounce their name for me so that I don't butcher it. That's my biggest fear, is butchering someone's name on Restream.
Alrighty. I'm kind of surprised I don't see more runners do the fall off the side strat for the torch room. Like they'll navigate back around.
Yeah, it takes a little bit more time to do that drop. I usually only do it if there's like a spike because it's minimizer. Because there's always a spike there. Jiggly Saint, I feel like you are the one that might have cursed this seed just because of your original predictions and evilness. I feel like it kind of set the tone for what was going to happen. So I'm going to blame you when they come in here and we talk to them. Certainly wasn't me, sir. It was all Jiggly Saint.
All right. Rick with the easy takedown of Moldorm 2. Are we going to see a spite opening of Moldorm 2's lunchbox? Nope. All right. Arusta making his way in against tower, gets 2 keys, and is going to do the same thing Rick did. So that is going to pretty much seal the deal here because Rick just has Geometry Wars and the Big Pig himself left to go. So, barring a complete and total shutdown of mental faculty, well, especially if Agatu is going to line up for a free triple. Okay, free double.
Ooh, despawned Ganon's shot there.
All right, down goes Agatu for Rick.
Oh, yeah. Drunk future self. If he goes all right, he's definitely going to make up some time.
All right. Rick now dropping into Ganon, the Ganon fight. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second there. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We've got Gold Sword, we've got Half Magic, we've got the Cape, we've got Burna, we've got Hookshot. This really shouldn't be too much of a danger for Rick. I hope the Triforce room text is .done.comment LOL.
That's very specific.
I mean, it's either that or like, welp, that just happened.
That's the one I was like, I hope that one happens there. Did you check Lumberjack? That, oh my gosh, I need to talk to, I need that added. Did you check Lumberjack? That has to be the next one. Who can do that? Can Synac do that? Or Vitor.
All right. Meanwhile, while we were talking, Rick just cleaned up Phase 4. He needs to pass the most dangerous 1x3 tile in all of Hyrule, crosses it, and finishing in first place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 59 seconds is AdirondackRick. GG's.
GG's. And I believe both of them will be joining us.
Well, Arusta has to finish up first or not forfeit. So.
I know, I threatened them. It's like, if you don't join, I will set this chat room on fire. Yeah, because they are 15 minutes ahead of us. So they know the results. We don't, certainly.
Oh my goodness gracious. Still no word from Rick at the moment. So we'll see what happens here. Oh my goodness gracious. Just checking on a few things off the stream here. One moment. Sorry. As Arusta continues the inexorable march down towards the big key here. Gonna have to bomb jump because they accidentally got rid of both of the pots. Gets the bomb jump though.
That one can be tricky sometimes, so that was a very nice job.
Yeah, it was. All right, there is Arusta's big key. So, as mentioned earlier, Rick will be advancing to the bracket stages of this Challenge Cup. As pointed out by Dark Shadows 59 earlier, AdirondackRick is the 12th person to go 4-0 in the group stages and advance undefeated. So we will most likely be seeing a race-off for the buys that will be in the brackets. But that's something that the tournament staff is still discussing. More on that later as Arusta continues to climb the gauntlet here. All right. And begin the climb up the gauntlet. Looks like Rick is going to be coming in here shortly. We just got to get him pulled in. Meanwhile, the Go Mode podcast Discord is starting their race without me, which rude, but oh well. And we are being joined by the winner of the race. Rick, how you doing after that?
Let me reflect on this.
GG's. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
I've had the last 15 minutes to reflect upon this seed. Let's just say, sometimes you check that lumberjack, you see great treasure there. Sometimes you check it, it's got trash. Today was one of those times where you don't check it, it's got treasure there. And there was so many directions pulling, so many things pulling me in different directions for the longest time.
Yeah. I feel like this seed's gonna be kind of held up as an example of why you never don't check lumberjack. Like I've been a strong proponent of just checking it in the opening, regardless of whether it's a boot seed or not. Like it is my second check when I do an open seed.
I mean,
but then again, I'm sitting here commentating already eliminated, so take that as you will.
I mean, who wanted a 2-hour or a 1 minute 59 second all dungeon seed?
Well, technically, you wouldn't have had to do Turtle Rock or Misery Mire
Yes.
I mean, GG's.
You know,
I mean, you wouldn't have had to finish Hera. You just could have pulled the gloves from downstairs and be done with it. Like you said, there was no reason to finish off with Turtle Rock. No reason to poke your head into Misery Mire, but the Search for the Mirror turned out to do that, and you know, it's one of those cases where I sit there going up the tower going, where is that dot done?
oh yeah. I feel like both of you were probably looking for the dot done at about the hour and 40 mark. Like that's where I would have been at, regardless of where I'm located in the seed. If I look over at my timer and I see an hour 40, I'm sitting there like,
So
where's my opponent?
So let me put it like this. I head over to Lumberjack at that point. I check to see what's inside. I see the mirror there, and I'm thinking, I have just lost this seed. Because there's 2 other locations I still had at that point. If it wasn't going to be at Lumberjack, it was either going to be at Zora, because I didn't have the 500 rupees when I went up there originally, or Ether Medallion. And I was hoping it was going to be Ether Medallion, but I'm like, I'm not going back up the mountain unless that's my last check. Because I have to go all the way around the mountain to get that. That's going to take the longest of any of these checks.
So I want to go back in time a little bit before you check Lumberjack. What were you thinking when you went to the pedestal and used the book first and saw the powder text, and then grabbed powder? Were you thinking, oh my goodness?
I was thinking, oh no, you just gave me a fetch quest for this go mode mirror at this point. You just gave me a fetch quest. And now I have to pull this thing at this point because I don't have the mushroom anymore. I can't fake powder. I gave up that mushroom about 50 minutes ago in that seed, so there's nothing much else I can do at that point. I have to pull the pedestal and check the magic bat.
I think the thing that made it such a great race to watch and especially commentate is that you kind of both skipped Lumberjack. And so it was like that it was coming down to the very, very last checks. And I mean, I think we said as a joke, oh my God, what if it's Lumberjack? And then it was Lumberjack, and it was amazing. I'm sorry you had to suffer, but from a commentary standpoint and from a chat standpoint,
okay,
it was one of the best races we've ever watched.
Okay, let me be honest here. Seeing the mirror at the Lumberjack, okay, that was horrible. I said some words that may have not been friendly for any sort of restream. You know what was worse?
What was that?
I'm gonna guess silvers where they were.
No. Let's back up to maybe about a half an hour ago at this point, maybe 40 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And how was that AGA 1 fight? Remind me, energy ball, blue ball, blue ball, blue ball, lightning, energy ball, blue ball, blue ball, blue ball.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yep.
That right there was
myself, yeah.
That right there was awful. That was worse.
Yeah,
It was. When AGA 1 is required, it is always brutal. It is never a nice, quick AGA 1 fight. It is always blue ball after blue ball. But at least you got silver arrows out of the red cane. I was very excited to see right side from both of you when you made it to Ganon's Tower, because I'm like, if they don't check right side after what they went through to get that cane, I'm going to riot.
Well, when the game...
Oh, Arusta. Oh, no, buddy. That's just insult to injury, because you got to know Arusta's seen the dot done at this point.
Oof.
And Ganon fall, yeah. And on top of that, missed the torch glitch. So, just, ouch.
I've been knocked off by Ganon and killed at the same time before. That's always fun. You have to have a special kind of talent to be able to do that.
Yeah, I've done some pretty special things in my races in the Challenge Cup. In my first round series, I managed to entrance glitch or exploration glitch, excuse me, accidentally, and then I managed to mirror wrap accidentally game 1 versus Dr. Bob. So you know, just that kind of stuff.
Good times.
Yep. All right, Arusta heading for round two with the big pig.
See, he's got the tempered sword. Which one did he not get?
Purple chest.
He never turned the purple chest.
That was like the weird thing. All the last locations turned out to be like almost sphere 1 and 2. Like there was Zora that was late for both of you, Purple Chest, Lumberjack. What was some of the other ones?
I heard that.
Sorry. I love you.
You know, I'm gonna grab you by the shoulder here and throw you under the bus, Jinsei, but I seem to remember you being a lot harsher before Agent Rick came into the call about the words you were going to have for our runners.
I was gonna say, so how did it go? But in all fairness, the race was great to watch. You guys both did great. You both had really good execution. It was really fun to watch. I mean, in the beginning, you kind of went from nothing because it was all bombs and 20 rupees. That was pretty much all you got. And then you had the hook shot and the boots fairly early, but that was really the only things that you had in the beginning. And with having the glove in Hera, which, you know, you had to go up, and you made that call pretty early. You went straight up to the mountain, used that hook shot, went over and checked Paradox Cave where you found your fire rod, which was pretty exciting, and then have to go back to Eastern where you got your hammer, then to go back to the mountain where you got your glove. Like it was a very trolley seed, and you both in the beginning, it was great how you kind of figured out everything. And you know that Lumberjack did have the mirror, but I mean it was really neat watching you guys route and kind of figure out how to play with when the seed wanted you to do 15 double dips, you know, of everything. So that was it was really neat to watch. And then I felt like you played a lot more towards the logic, like you followed the seed where the seed wanted you to go. Like with your plays, you kind of went where it led you. Like then you went to pod and it had your lamp, which who cares really. But then, you know, from pod you went to, I forget where you went after that. I think Ice Palace, where you're Samaria, then to T-Rock, where you got Ether, which sent you to Misery Mire, which gave you the book, which went to Desert. You know, it was kind of really methodical how you played.
All right. Sorry to interrupt your answer before that, Rick, but Arusta has finished up. GG's in chat for him. This has been an amazing race to comment on. We hope you guys enjoyed it. There's going to be plenty more Challenge Cup action on Go Mode Podcast on on the Zelda Speedrun series of networks. The main tournament is also, as always, going on the Speed Gaming. No one told me there was no comm audio on that. Yes, got it. All right.
That was fun.
No. So we just heard the runners talking to following random prompts, I guess.
That's
As
amazing.
Our loses her mind. I'll just go ahead and continue my outro here. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to follow both of our runners. We are on the Go Mode Podcast Twitch, so check out the Go Mode Podcast. Join the Go Mode Podcast Discord. Give our runners a follow, give our commentators a follow, and our wonderful tracker and restreamer as well. Until next time, hey, just have fun playing Zelda, and don't forget to check Lumberjack. This has been Westside Vandal alongside Jinxie Girl. Have a good night.
See you later.